Transportation systems and security challenges in Nigeria, courses and engineering solutions imperative is the focus of this year's edition of Awoyinfa Distinguished Annual Lecture, which is in its 13th edition. The event is held annually by the Ikeja branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers to celebrate one of its own, Engineer Awoyinfa, for living an impactful and exemplary life as an engineer. Speaking at the event, Professor Bamidele Abiona Badejo emphasized on the need to employ technology to address the current security challenges faced by the country.
Well, when I read on the pages of newspaper or social media that some people are kidnapped and they are in the forest and nobody could trace them, I always tell them that is a blatant lie. Anytime, any day, it's a blatant lie. Because the technology to identify where they are, to know where they are, is already available. The technology is there. So why are we pretending it is not there? The only thing that is still wrong with many of us is what we call public engagement, public enlightenment, and stakeholders exposure.
The president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Tasiu Wadil, who was ably represented by the Vice President, Corporate Services, Engineer Felix Atume, in his opening remarks highlighted the increasing pressure on engineers to solve societal challenges and urged fellow engineers to turn up and not disappoint the profession and the nation.
My dear colleagues, the engineering profession is increasingly under intense pressure to solve the problems of society. While the population of the world is on increase, the infrastructure gap is widening by the day without adequate strategies to address the problem. The infrastructure gap is widening. The challenges of power supply, water sanitation, efficient transportation, among others, are the daily concern of the Nigerian engineer. The general public continues to look up to the engineer to provide solutions to these problems.
Engineer Dr. Dele Makanjola, chairman of Vitafoam Nigeria PLC, in his own opinion, believes it's time for the elderly ones to make room for the youth to take over the affairs of the nation.
The pain of our society is that the traditionally older generations continue to deny contributions from younger generations in matters of societal. So the advice of our elders is always cast in concrete. Therefore, our youth have been reduced to the proverbial monkey, who hears nothing, says nothing, and does nothing, because of the way we have treated them. However, if the truth must be told, no society can make progress in real value without the injection of the energy and creativity of their youth.
The chairman of Nigerian Society of Engineers Ikeja branch, Engineer Oluwatosin Ogumola, in his opening address emphasized on the need to hold this kind of event and the willingness to take it further by engaging the government on solutions prescribed by the speakers.
It's not meant to just be for us to listen to our distinguished guest speakers, the guest speaker and the keynote speaker. What we have taken it upon ourselves to do as a branch is that we will be deriving policy papers from events like this. So indeed, you can be rest assured that this is not just to do it for the sake of doing it. We are not doing it because it has always been done. No. But we are conscious of the topic, and we are also committed to ensuring that as we leave this room, we will be leaving, with a communique, with a policy paper that we can engage the government with, both at the state and at this national level, so we can ensure.
As part of the usual practice, young engineers were inducted during the event and awards given to worthy guests and engineers that has made impacts in the engineering space. To cap it all, in order to encourage youths and emphasize on the impact of education, most especially in the 21st century, a cash prize of 100,000 naira was given to Ojo Oluwamayokun, the best graduating student from the Department of Chemical Engineering of Bafemi Awolowo University.